General Malik, last two questions. One of them is, the question of morale. This is an operation that is still unfolding, sir. It's not over just yet. But many people have expressed worry about, the pain that soldiers and officers will feel in a unit when their commanding officer has been killed in action. It's, tantamount to seeing a father figure or a person like your own father, dying in action. The emotions of it cannot be ignored. We have one of the most professional, if not the most professional armed force in the world. There is no question of, stopping to grieve, etc., because this is a live operation. But what would be happening inside the unit at this point of time, sir?
Look, people would be upset.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about it. People would be upset. People would be wanting to see that those who have caused this are eliminated as soon as possible. But let me assure you that it is our professional duty, professional responsibility to carry on with the action that we have been taking. So I have never ever seen any unit getting into with a bad morale kind of a situation and not undertaking the responsibility or the duty that they have to. I have seen even some senior officers once, they lose their lives, but the others there, they in fact they want to take revenge, if I can use that word. That is to eliminate the people who have caused this pain. But whether it is army or it is the Air Force tradition that when somebody loses his life, the whole squadron takes off.
Yeah.
And they go to the sky. And so similarly, the same fashion, the same custom continues in the army also. And nobody hesitates from taking further action or carrying out your responsibility or the duty which is given to you.
And also these units, they don't even have the luxury of, any kind of downtime when something like this is taking place. The last question, General Malik, then is what next? This current operation is still unfolding. Will there be further action beyond this as well? Because after all, according to reports, 2 of these terrorists are said to be Pakistan nationals from the other side. Do you see any further action beyond the immediate that's happening in Kokarnag, sir?
Look, the actions will carry on.
Yeah.
I would consider this as a tactical action, and I suppose there will be many more tactical actions, both within J&K, whenever there is any information about the terrorists hiding there. Also, there will be actions along the line of control to make sure that nobody can infiltrate through the line of control. But, these are all tactical actions, maybe to some extent operational. My worry is not that. My worry is that this will carry on. My worry is, why should it carry on?
Yes.
My worry is, why should it carry on for the last 50 years now? I have been in the army for a long time, and I have seen this cross-border activities of Pakistan going on since 1980s. Earlier it was Punjab, and then later on spread to J&K and even sometime all over India. So I personally feel that it is time now for us to look at these things strategically.
Yes.
And keeping in mind that whatever actions that we have taken so far, they haven't resulted in policy change in Pakistan.
Yes.
So my view is that it's time for us now for an integrated policy with all wings of the government, not only militarily, but also diplomatically, politically, and cause some kind of a strategic disruption on the other side, that they are made to halt this policy and be prepared for any escalation if it takes place. We keep talking about cricket ko band kar do, hockey ko band kar do. These are not going to make them change their policies. So I'm not really bothered so much about cricket ko band kare ya khelte rahe. But I'm now concerned with some kind of a major policy decision to be taken by the government, which can cause strategic disruption on the other side, so that we have taken such actions earlier you know it, in
Yes.
1971 we took that. Then we took 84 when we went and occupied Siachen Glacier ranges area. In 99, while we took the advantage, we were able to ensure that they cannot occupy, but we didn't take any greater advantage as far as the terrorism or counter-terrorism or J&K
Yes.
part is concerned. So we have to think now bigger and not just retain, keep thinking कि हमारे अभी casualties कम हो गई, ज़्यादा हो गई. That depends on what the enemy is doing. But the fact is that the enemy has not changed its policy. I mean, that's my view. So therefore, we have to look at an integrated strategic disruption on the other side, how we can do it. But before that, we have to make sure that we ourselves are working together and we have an integrated plan. And we are also prepared for any escalation if that takes place.
When one gets a sobering view and a reality check of that kind from someone like General VP Malik, it carries a huge amount of weight and there's no debate. That's a very, very sobering view you've left us with, General Malik, and I thank you for that. It is highly appreciated because it gives all of us and hopefully the system something to think about, that while we may grieve the loss of two fine young officers and a policeman from the Jammu and Kashmir police, let us never forget that nothing we have done in 40 years has resulted in policy change in the country that sends the terrorists that cause these effects on our territory. This is something that I want to keep the spotlight on as we continue to pay tribute to brave men and women who continue to enter the crossfire to keep this country safe.